You know where they're having a whale of a time right now?
Where would that be?
Oklahoma City.
James Harden cranks in a three. The Thunder a 6-point lead.
Because they are going to the NBA Finals.
Are they really?
Your former Seattle Supersonics. That's all right, Dave. We're having a wild Thursday as well here in Seattle. So it's kind of a different kind of thunder.
Our own thunder, yeah. So you're saying that
all we did was we just ran a microphone outside. We'll just leave it on, and then periodically we'll just turn it on and off.
It's actually happening inside
throughout the
studio.
show.
So you're saying that this would be a much easier day to take if the Thunder were here, if we or some team closely resembling them but named a different team were here.
How about if we just had our basketball team that was basically given away for some freaking magic beans by a guy who ironically made his money off of beans, Howard Schultz. Yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder, or as I call them, the Seattle Supersonics, they are going to the NBA Finals today. And watching the game last night, I have to tell you, it was a really, really difficult thing because
fill me in because for some reason I missed it.
Okay. They were playing the San Antonio Spurs. Mm-hmm. They were down by a bunch of points. At one point, I think it might have been like 15 or 16 points. Mm-hmm. The Oklahoma City Thunder, where they're playing there in Oklahoma City to, of course, a crazy, wild, group of fans in there, all excited. And I was actually watching this from a restaurant in my neighborhood. I was having dinner. And slowly but surely, you see the Thunder start coming back. You see Kevin Durant, drafted, by the way, by the Seattle Supersonics. Mm-hmm. You see Kevin Durant just draining cold-blooded three-pointers on the San Antonio Spurs.
You kept saying the whole time that could have been us.
And you see Russell Westbrook just like driving the lane. Even though he's got a bad hand, he's getting upended. He's taking it to the cup and getting fouled. And you can just feel the momentum shifting as the Oklahoma City Thunder.
It sounds like you really enjoyed it, even though they're not our team anymore. You're having a great time. You're being entertained. What's the problem?
It's like seeing someone that you used to date who's gotten really fit mm-hmm. and gotten like their hair done and they look super hot.
Well, it depends.
But they're dating someone else.
Well, did you break up on good terms? I mean, you probably still love them a little, so you wish the best for them.
I do wish the best for Kevin Durant. I actually like this team. The thing that bums me out is if the Oklahoma City Thunder were not formerly the Seattle Supersonics, I would love this team. Mm-hmm. They have likable guys on the team. They're young. You know what? I like the city of Oklahoma City. I don't have a problem with them. I don't
listen to you.
I don't blame the fans of Oklahoma City.
Of course not.
For the fact that they love their team. So there's a lot that has me wanting to root for this team. But I can't. I mean, I grew up, Dave, listening to every single Seattle Supersonics game through thick and through thin. Mm-hmm. I lived for Supersonics basketball, and now to see my team playing under new colors and a new banner, and to see them going to the actual NBA Finals, mm-hmm. possibly winning the NBA Finals.
So you're saying
it is a horrible feeling.
Your delight is somewhat diminished by the feeling of betrayal, which you can't get past.
It's not somewhat diminished; it's almost completely diminished.
Well, that's too bad. It's a terrible way to have to go through life.
Let me just continue the metaphor.
Go ahead.
It's like you go, you go into a really nice, fancy restaurant, and you look across and you see that girl that you used to be with, mm-hmm. and now, as I said, she's lost the weight. She looks amazing. She's tan. She's sitting at the table. She's on a date, though, with a hot guy. And midway through the meal, he gets down on one knee and proposes. And she says yes, and she's crying, and they hug. They're having a great moment. Mm-hmm. You're waiting for a refill on your breadsticks, feeling completely bereft. That is the feeling I have this morning. The problem is
you've become fixated on this one person. You've forgotten that there are lots of good fish in the sea.
No, there aren't. We can't get any of them.
There's some other girl who lost the weight without having to try so hard, just waiting for you, who wants you to
Here's
propose.
The problem. The only way we can entice that girl is for you to pay $2 more a year on your property taxes, which you will not do, sir.
Yeah. No, the only way to entice that girl is to have other people in the restaurant pay for your dinner with her. See, that's what you're.
What if it cost you next to nothing?
Next to nothing.
Just to make me happy, Dave. Would you do it just to make me happy?
Let's try that. Let's just try a fundraiser to pay for your next date. Now, you see, I know you're referring to this report that came out today showing that the arena is, in fact, going to cause a tax increase, but it's only going to be between $2 and $3 a year on property taxes, because that's what this article says. That is not a lot of money. I will grant, all right, put the money back.
I'm making a very theatrical
put the money back.
demonstration here. I'm sliding $2 across the table to Dave. So now can we call it square on the arena?
Hang on a second. I got to hold this up to the light just to make sure.
I just made those. They should be good. These are fresh off of my printing press.
They appear to be mostly
See,
genuine.
now we're even.
Yeah.
I will happily
for this
pick
year.
Up, oh, you know what? Talk to me in 12 months. I'll slip you another $2. That's the other bitter pill, is that if and when we finally do get a team, we're going to get like a reclamation project. I mean, we're going to get whatever the worst team in the NBA is, because that's why whatever city. And let me just throw one thing.
But you will go just the same, right? Because you'll be so grateful they're here.
Yes, I will. I also used to go. Used to go watch them when they were crummy.
Good. You're a true fan.
I really am a true fan, and I take exception to some of the stuff that goes on at this radio station, like what John Curley was saying this morning on the morning news.
What did he say?
He's filling in for Radke, and he was saying that he would go to the Sonics games towards the end of their run, and that there would be like 6,000 people there, and that was because, as Tom Tangney rightfully pointed out, their owner was trying to make such a bad team that they would be completely non-interesting for people to go watch. And so, of course, nobody showed up. You had a guy who owned the team who was already trying to move them to Oklahoma City. You had a crummy product on the floor, and every time we had a good player, they were like jettisoned off to somewhere else.
Whatever the reason for that, as long as people go and support the game.
I'm saying Seattle basketball fans are not bad basketball fans. If you purposefully run their team into the ground, it's just the plot of the movie Major League. Okay, it was foretold in that film, and we just lived it out. But I think Seattle sports fans are legit, particularly when it comes to their basketball. We will go support whatever our crappy new team is like crazy.
Okay. Can I get that in writing?
I have to buy the tickets myself. I need that $2 back.
Yeah, go ahead. Take it.